I know, already know. No, I already know.
I don't think any of them are looking at square. Yeah, you here from Lewis? No, hello.
Haven't heard anything from him.
Not this week, sir.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Jim was bidding today.
Like this,
What?
Andy does.
Yeah.
That's percent, but that's not that.
Oh, well.
A little bit of my first one. Hello, not the first? Yeah, not this one. It's independent. You need to run through and nobody can sit up. What's the completely opposite? I have no idea. 3-1, that's 2 weeks from now. Yeah, next month. March. Yeah. Probably. Come on, use your weekend. Let me use your also the BMW, what happened to it? That one, I don't know. 3 weeks it was on the auction, because they didn't pick it up. So on some of those guys, who should I talk to? You? To the girl? Don't talk to me. I'd love to talk to the girl. I'm better looking than me anyway. Oh, absolutely. I'm a man, 100%. Go for it. Yeah. They might have some good info for you. I don't know. You watch. Listen what I'm gonna talk. Yeah. Hello, girl. How are you? He said, go talk to the girl. Don't talk to the boys. I found him 100% man. I know it. That works for me. I want to know about it. It was an auction probably 3 weeks ago. Looks like nobody picked it up. He doesn't know. Oh. A girl? All right, thank you, sweetie. I thought it was a truck. It was a real avalanche. It was. A real thing. 15 people like that. 8 dead.
Hey, Ron, at 7:30, sell something.
We're getting right on it. Hold on. I don't know if you've seen it. See that guy that got caught in snowpack? You buy, shovel them out. Have you ever seen it? Yeah. Yeah, the board is red. It's here. Streak of red, go by. Stop. He turned around. Snowboarders. Fucking snow, yeah. Dig him out. Saved his life. Got lucky. Got a little lucky. Saved his life.
Usually all the funerals are roped off.
Basically, snowy, a slush pond.
You get too close to that and it just sucks you away.
Yeah.
This guy. Skis up there all the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I just happened to come up on it.
Good?
Everybody's out.
All right.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome here to Keystone Point, our weekly Thursday evening auction once again. My name is Ron. If you have any issues with the sale, let me know. We'll get you back on track here as best we can. All right. If anybody wants to sit down, we do have a few more chairs against that wall back there. If you want to go back there and get them out, you can grab yourself a seat, okay? All right, do keep in mind, everything we auction is sold on lien sale paperwork unless we pay otherwise, in which case there may be a title to whatever house it's on its title. Cars that come in with keys, we do not charge for those, but if we have to make a key in order to start a vehicle like that will be added on to the purchase price. So be careful there. Their key charges are printed on the right hand column here, okay? All right. Keep in mind, we do sell everything that says this condition. There are no guarantees, warranties of any kind, either expressed or implied, as to the make, the model, the year, the color, or anything else. So what you see is what you get. That's why we have inspection time. So you come in and take a look, and then you can make an informed decision as to what you wish to pay. All right? Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Once we say sold to the vehicle, we do need you to get up out of your chair, on-site buyer's chair. Okay, you will come up to the window, and you will pay for that transaction. All right. We only want one person at a time to come to the window. Okay, so. If 2 or 3 of you came together, just one of you come up to the window, okay? The rest of you just come back, okay? All right. As far as getting your cars out of here, we'll be here approximately 1 hour after the conclusion of the auction. If you're on site, that's the way that'll work, okay? If you're an online buyer, we will open up 8 a.m. tomorrow to come in and pay. We'll give you till 12 noon to get your car out. If you guys are on site, cannot get your car out tonight, okay? We'll give you the 12 noon tomorrow to get your vehicle out as well, okay? All right, this auction we will take cash. We will take MasterCard, Visa, and debit cards, as long as those cards in your name. The registered bidders, so do be aware of that as well, okay? All right, now we do have 4 long liens 10-day holds, so mixed into the auction here, so when we get down to car 12, I'll give you some special instructions concerning those 4 particular vehicles, okay? All right. Anybody have any questions All right, very good, because I don't have any answers. So I think we should be just about good to go. So number one is the 2021 scooter there, guys. I've got six and a quarter. How about 6 and a quarter, 625, 650, gonna go 50, 56 and a half. How about 650, now we're 650, now we're 650, around 650, 50 here, we sold it like 625. We'll go to the online buyer right here, number two, comes at 92. I did, I need to turn it off, okay? Your phone, can you turn it off? There you go, thank you. All right, here's 92, so let's go over car. Here, what are we gonna do here? Five and above, 3, 3, 4, no 5 here, 5 and another, a half, no 5, no half, a half, no 6. How about 6? 1.5 here, 6. How about 6? No, I'm 6 and a half, 6 and a quarter. I got 6 at the back. 6 and a quarter, 6 and a half. I gotta have the 75, I gotta go 75. I can't see it, 675, 7. How about 7 and a quarter? I had 7 over here. How about 7 quarters, 7 a quarter, 8 a quarter, 3 a quarter, 0 a quarter, then I have a quarter half. How about 100, 7, 15, you go 50, 50, 50, no 75. How about 75, money 7 and a half. How about 7, 75, you go 70, 70, 75, 80, 100, 100, a quarter. How about quarter and a half? How about a half? That's 75. How about 75? 875? 875, 875, 8, hey, go over the bridge tonight. 875, 9. How about 9? Where do you go 9? That quarter, 925? How about 925? How about 925? Hey, you first, your turn. 925 and a half, 950, you go 50, 50, now 75. How about 75? 975, 975. How about 75? 975, 1,000 and a quarter. And a quarter, 10 here, 10 and a quarter, guys. How about 10 and a quarter? 10 and a quarter, come on, guys. A quarter, now, pounds, 50, you're gonna go 50, 50, you're gonna count at 50. And at 50, the 50, 50, gonna be sold at 10, 1,025, online buyer, here, number 3, here comes 79, like a Camry car. All right, on the Camry. All right, let's see, order, how does it run? Hey, who get $5? Who get $20? 3, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a half, 75. How about 75? Maybe 375, quarter, and a quarter, they'll have, no 75. 75, 500, not 5, not quarter. And a quarter, 5 here, we get quarter. How about 5 and a quarter? A quarter and a half, 5 and a half, 75, here goes 75. How about 75, here 5 and a half. How about 575, 75 sales, 600 and a quarter, 625, 600. How about 6 and a quarter, 625, 8 and a half, 650, 75. How about 75, 675. How about 675, here goes 75 sales, 700 and a quarter. How about quarter, you need a quarter, what do you say? Come on, click your mouse, you want it. How about 7 and a quarter? He's done, sold it, add 700 in the back row, fire number 87, 87. Here's an old 7, here's this one. All right, fine, there it is, to the automatic, to the right, $80 key charge, this one does run. All right, guys, here we go, they look at 900, who put 900 above, 3, 4, 5. I got a half, now 5, now half, now 6, now half. I got a half, and 7, 17, 700, now 50. Down to 50, now we need, now 50, 50, now 9. I'm at 9, now 50, now 1,000, now here, down to go 75. 975, 975, now, 1,000 now, quarter now, half, and a half, and 75, 75, you're good. 1,075, you go 74, 74, 75, now there, 11, that quarter. I'm at 11 a quarter, 11's over there, 11 a quarter. That quarter, say yes or no. I'm at 11 a quarter, and that quarter here, we sold it down for 1,100, and 50. Here comes the 25. And these on all the card. It runs guys. Let's see here. So we covered here. For on my next run, sound title. What do you say a pound of time? I got down to go where? 5, pound of us. You want 5? Everybody 5? What's that? 5, 5 and a half. 5 and a half, 6 and a half. 5 and a half, and 7, we go 7, no half, 57, 7 and a half, now 8. 800, now half, 8.5, now 9, little 9, little 900, now half. Other half, $1,000, 1,000, now half, here, half, really half, a quarter, now half. Other half, I have 10 quarter here, half right here, now 75. How about 75, now 11, now a quarter, now a half. How about half, and now 75, and a 12, and a quarter, and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a quarter, here, and a half, there, 75. How about 75, 13, go to 13. How about 13, and a quarter, quarter, here, a quarter, he's out, quarter, half, now 75. How about 75, 14, make it 14, your turn. 14, now a quarter, you quarter, what do you say? 14 and a quarter, I got 14 on over here, guys. Quarter right there, and now a half. How about half? Now 75. You're gonna go 75, 15, now half. How about half? I got 15 over here, 15 now, 16, not about 16. And now a half. How about a half? 16 is over here. How about 16, how about 50? You gotta go 50, 50, and 50, and 50 here, and my silver flame over there. For 1,600, 1,600, so what's your number tonight? You got number 200, right? Just coming on up. 200 is the buyer. Here's number 6, so 1 to 24. On the key of 48, guys, okay? $4. Yeah. Right. Shoot. You guys all see the numbers? 68, 69, 7 grand. I am 1. How about 71? You gotta go 100 here. 71. 1, 2, 3. Are you bidding outside? I can't tell if you're bidding out. 73, 74, 75, 76, 76, 77, 78, 79, 8 grand, 81, 81, 81, 8 grand, 81, now 2, 82, now 3. And 3, 82's on site, yes sir, 83, 83, 83, 83, 34, 84, 84, 84, number, 85, 86, 86, 86, he's 85, 86, 86, 86, 86 under, 600 down here, now 7. Hey guys, don't bid like old ladies, just bid, okay? 86, 87, 87, 88, 88, 88. 8,008. Go talk to him. Look at me. 88, 88, here and on south thing over here. 8,700. Yes, sir. 87. And he's got a number 3. 14 is liar. 14 is liar. I'm saying? Can I tell you if it runs? Oh, if it runs, and I have a note here, I'll tell you that it runs. You know, because it ran when I was out there, it doesn't mean it's going to run when people will get it. Okay? As is, right? Here's an 07 pipe. Here we go. This one runs, okay? All right, 400 minutes, straight to the run. They can give me 1,000. I got 1,000, me? No, 1,000. 8, what is it? 9. I got 9 in here, and I got another 9 in here, quarter, half. I got 175, 9, a quarter, 175, and 75, and 1,000, and a quarter, and a half. 75, we're gonna go 75, 10 and a half on site. 1075, we're gonna go 18 first. Wake up. 1075, now 11, 11 and a quarter. A quarter here, half, 11 and a half, 11 and a half, 11 and a half, 11 quarters here. We're 11, 15, we're gonna go 50, 50, 75 and pound, and a quarter and a half. How about a half? Each 12 a quarter. 12 and a half, 75. How about 75? 1275. 1275, 13, and a quarter, your turn. 13 and a quarter, 13 here, 13 and a quarter, 13 and a half. How about 1,350? He's a hand down, 75 here, 13, 75. How about 75? Yes, sir. 75 there, 14. You guys want 14? Not quarter? And a quarter here, 14 over here. Not quarter, not half. How about half? 14, 15, 75. 14, 75, minus 75, 15. How about 15? 15. How about 15? You're gonna go 15. Don't talk to him. Just look at me. 15. No, sorry. Online. 14, 75. That's already gone. See, that's what happens when you talk to your buddy. Here's number 8. And here we go. 16. 400, 490, 5, 5, 6. How about 6, 7? I'm not saying the D. I'm going to be 9, 7, 8, back in 9, there, now, 1,000. And 1,000 to go, 9.5. 9's over here at hand to the back, now 1,000. 1,000, 9.5 in the structure kit. About 1,000. 975, 55. Now 1,000. And 1,000 to go, and now I'm 40. And now I do. How about 10 quarters? So 50. And I found that 50 pounds of homemade pie here, found that 50, we're gonna go 50, not 75. How about 75? We're gonna go 75, 1075, you're out. How about 1075, 1100, how about 1100, 1100, 1075. Take 11 here, silver 10, 75, online, there's a 20, 15. That's 100. Non-stacks, okay? For around here. And don't forget to put the fender back on, okay, the bumper zone. All right, here we go. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, just get it away. How about 5 here, 4, now 5. I got 5, give me half, now 5, then 5, then a half, 5.5, 6. How about 6? How about a half over there? 6. How about 6? How about 75? There goes 75, 6, now 40, then a half. How about a half? 61, not 75, there goes 75, 7. How about 7? We're gonna go 706, 75. How about 7? 7? Are you ready? 7, 7 How about 7 quarter? Quarter down, half, 7 half. Down a half, 7 here, 750, down 75. Now 800, now 8. Don't look at your phone, look at me. 8, and a quarter, and a half, and 75, and 9. How about 9? Not quarter. A quarter, 9 right here, a quarter here, a half. How about a half? Please, look up here. How about 9? How about 950, 950, 950, 50, 50, 950, so the same on my left. For 925, 925, number 10. Here we go, for the $100, straight to the 900. How about $100? $100. He said three to 43 and a half, 75. How about 75? We got 375, four, not hard. And a quarter here on side of quarter, and a quarter, a quarter, not half, no 75. How about 75? We're not quarter, like 25. How about pound a quarter, times over here, half here, now 75. How about 75? 1 is 5.5, 5 is 75. How about by 75? We go 75, 75, then we have 75, 6, and a quarter and a half. How about a half? One side, 6 and a quarter. How about 6 and a half? You guys are both up. How about 6 out of that 15? Gotta go 50, 50 on my silver tank. 625, number 4, 625, number 11. It's a 19, 20, 19, here, we go with 9. We can have 9. 1,000, and 12, 1.5, and 13, 1.5, and 14, 1.5, and 15, 18, 2 grand, 20, 50, 21, 21.5, and 2, 1.5, and 3. Number 3, 25, let's see, then better, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 grand, 3 grand, 31, 31, 31, 32, I got 31. 32, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 46, 7, 8, 9, 5, 51, 52, 52 with another, 52, 3, 4 down here, 54, what do you say? And 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, here, 57, 58, 8, 9, number 9, 59, 1, 58, 59, come on. How about 59, 6 grand, down to 1, 61 to another. How about 61, we go 1, pick up wood. I'm not home, there's a one here, don't be down. So that's $6 and dollars online, okay? Hey, number 12, it's a 10-day hold, guys, right? All the 10-day holds are gonna have the same rules, so pay attention. Okay, wherever you're here on, tonight, you also leave it here for additional 10 days. At the end of the 10-day period, if the owner's not redeemed that vehicle, you go back, pick the vehicle up at that time. If the owner does, redeem that vehicle within that 10-day period when you becomes your money, all right? Anybody have any questions? Very good. All right. There's a 10-day hold now, okay? That's number 12, that's 2017 on that hunter car. All right, for $190, what do you do here? 25. I'm at 25, 25 around it, 25 and a half, 6. I'm at 26, you're gonna go 26 and 3, that's 15. And the 15, you're gonna go 15, no 17, 27, what do we say, 27. 27, 27, 27, and we now a half. How about a half, 27 and a half, now 8. How about 28, you take first, you're up, 28. How about 28 and 9, 28, what do you go, what do you go, what do you so the 10. 27, 50, online. We're 13, regularly now. Three, 400 minutes, you're gonna run some type, right here. About 900. 4.5. I got 315, got 50, 75, I'm gonna go 375. How about 375? I'm gonna go 375, 375, moving so okay. At 350, number 6. So what do we do? Number 14, 15, I'm 65. All right, going on number 2, satisfied down, okay. She said, hey, we take it for you. I could bring 75, not over 400, here you go, 4, here you go, 4, not 40. And the quarter, no, and we begin 75, you 75, 5, not quarter, and the quarter, 5 is over here, and 3, you know, 75. How about 75? We're gonna go 75, but 75, you know, 6, you want 6, and a quarter, and a half, how about 6 and a half, 675. How about 675, 75, 700? How about 7, how many, 675, 7. How about 7, you're gonna go 77, down here, 7, not 40, a quarter now, huh? And now 75. 75, these 7 have the middle. How about 7, 75, 75, 75, we have silver pen for 750. Maybe we need to number. I said your numbers ready, okay? I can't. You can't. 89 is mine. No, I don't think that one's starting. So, like I said, you're buying, that's why we have inspections, because you're gonna look, okay? There's number 15, 09, 104 in here, 4 door, on the net, what do you say on this one? I don't think that one was you. Hey, here we go, something 800, 800 bucks, I get 375, I'll take 4. How about 4 here, they go 400, they go 4, not 40. And the 40, 450, they go 50, 50, 400, 450, no 75. How about 75, 500, be fine, you're gonna go 5 and a quarter. And the quarter here, you don't have, then I have another over here, 50, 50, we're gonna go 50, and that's 50, we saw the tank, back on the 5, on the 6 mile here. 16, here's an old 70, jet 5. Right, 4, around here, 9. You hear me say it, it doesn't run, okay? I'm about 9 here, 99 here, I got 3, 3 and a half, 75. How about 75? You're gonna go through 75, and then 4. Hey, where you going? How about 4 here, 4 now, 4 now, and 4, 50. You got 5, and a quarter, and a half, each time the quarter, 5 and a half, on the line, now 75. I got 75 at the back, I know 6, and a quarter. I'm a quarter, now half, on the line, 75. And 7, we're gonna go 77, right here in a quarter. I got 7 over here, 7 a quarter. A quarter, half, 75. How about 75, wrong side, 7 and a half, 75? You're 7 and a half, 75, wrong line, 8, no, it's right there, a quarter. Back on side at 8, 825, guys. How about a quarter, 825, 825, 8 goes first, we go. 825, no, so, right on side over there. At 800 now, 100 times, what's your number there? We got number 197, 197, how many guys will come up, okay? Here's number 17, that's a 99. Hey, let me show you more card here, guys, all right, 400 minutes. Hey, straight up right here, hey, you're going to get 800, 800 bucks, he says 33, 43 and a half. I got a half, 350, hey, this one you guys, okay? I got 350, 50, 350, what do you say, 75, not 4. How about 4, 3, 4, 3, 75, 4, not 40, not 40, now, huh? I got a half, you saw it over here, you get a half, one side, 4 and 4, 4 and a half, a half, 75, no fine, if I do it. How much time, you find, then you say, as a matter, how much time you want, as a do, then I have, so the thing, 475, and the 8 is, for 18, it's a 2017, it's not. All right, here it is. Hey, $30 key charge. This one runs, okay? It runs, all right? And you're welcome. Here we go. Hey, somebody give me Tom Cent. How about five? How about $5? How about $5? I get 375. Four. How about four? Not quarter. And the quarter, you say the quarter, half, 75, one five, and a quarter. And the quarter, each five, five and a quarter, five and a half, here, 50, 75. How about 75? You got 75?
I got 50.
50, 75, six, and a quarter, and a half. I have a quarter over here, six and a half. Six and a half, okay, now 75. That's seven. How about seven? Not quarter, there's your law. How about seven and a quarter? Seven here, you need a quarter, no, you need nine, seven and a half, what do you say? How about a 50? You're gonna go 50, 57, 150, 50, 50, and we saw the 10. 725 online, I'm here, 19, that's a 20, that's a card. I want to have a match, hey, run set, yeah. 150 on the two sides, okay? Everybody sign up here, hey, how about a pound sign? How about 1,000, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 2 grand, 21, never drive upside down, that's such a problem. 2 grand, 21, 2, you're gonna go 2, 3, 23, 2 and a half, now 3, now a half, now 4. And 4, and a half, and a 5, and a half, and we're gonna have a 6 on site, now a half. And 7, we're gonna go 7, 27, 26 and a half here, 7, now half, now 8, how about 28, all, 28 and a half, now 9, we're gonna go 9, 29, what do you say? And 9, and a half, and 3, 3 grand. And you gave me 3, I got 3 grand, 31, 32, 32, this is him, this is him. How about 32, 32, this is him. 32, 3, 4, 34, 34, 33 here, 34. How about 34? Here, now 5, now 6, 36, 36, another 35. How about 36, 36, in a row. How about 36? So the thing, 3,500 online, right? On the card. That's an old 7, 84, right? 4 on the 3, 1,000. How about 1,000 to go? 5 to go. And then he'll get $500. I'm not going to proceed to that, that's all. I got 3 and a half, and 4. 4. 75, 4. I'm up 4, we're going to go 400, and now a quarter, and now a half, and a half, 4 and a quarter, half, 75, 5, and a quarter, and a quarter, and a half over here, 50, 50, you're going to go 50, 5 and a quarter per row, 5 and a half over here, 75, and now 6, I'm up 6, 600, you're going to do 600. How about 6, now 4, 6, 25, we're gonna go 25, 6, 25, 6 over there. How about 6 and a quarter, and a quarter, quarter down here and a half, 650, and the 50, 6 and a quarter, 650, we're gonna go 50, 50, 650, 50, and I saw the up 4, 625, then what's your number doing, okay? You said number 83, 83 is the mile, right? 75. All right, forward over, now then, what do we do here? We're going to step on the right side there, be careful. All right, fine. Let's see here, what about 300? How about 300 $400? I got 3, 3 and a half, now 4. How about 4? 75 on the wood. 30, 75? How about 75, 75, and we sold it. Thank you, $350, number 60, 24, I'm on there, right? And number 22, 20, then over 7 foot model. All right, 4 on, and then she goes on, and 6, and they hold. I got 45, 46, how about 46, another 47, 48, 9, 5 grand. 51, 2, 53, 54, 54, 95 here, 6 here, 7 here, 8, where, how about 50, 9 here, 9 here, 6 grand. And 1, 61, 61, you know what? How about 61, now 2, 62, 61, 62. How about 6,002? You're gonna get 2, the front row, now 3, you're gonna get 3, 6, 2, up here. How about 6,003, 3, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, 5. How about 5? I do, 6, 4, front row, 6, 5, on line, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 7. How about 6, 7, 6, 6, 8, 6, 7, 6, 8, 6, 9, 7 grand. How about 7, there you go, 7, 7, 9, 1. How about 71, 71, 71. How about 71, 72? How about 72? Yes, sir. 71 on site, 72.
I got 71 online, I'm sorry.
72?
2 online.
73? 72 online, 73. 73, 74. How about 74, 75? 75, 76. How about 76? On site, 75? We pay first. 76, 77. 77, 77, 76, 77, 77, and we sold it to the pay first. It's already gone. So it's $7,600 online buy. 23, oh wait, next. All right, regular now, on the net, check it out. How about $100? That's a big one. Hey, get the memo? Stretch one. I got 3, 4, not quarter. A half, 4.5, 75. How about 75? 75, 500, not quarter, 25, 50. And 75, and 600, 6, now a quarter, 625 and a half. And 75, and now 7, and a quarter, and say yes, now a half. 75, now we, 800, now quarter, now half. And a half, now 75, and a 9, and 100, now half. What do you mean? Give me half. Give me a quarter? A quarter. Oh, come on. I got a quarter. You got a quarter? I got mine over here. I'm at 9 and a quarter, silver 10. And 900, number 8 is the buyer. 8 is the buyer, and the price is 990 is number 44. $16 down there. All right, one from the notes here. So we can on that is how to say it. I didn't say you give me pound sign. How about pound of gold? Me? I got pounds of 11, 13. How about 14? We're gonna get 14. Get a half. I got 30. I do. I got 13, 50. And 15, you're gonna go 50, now 14, now 50, you're gonna go 50, 14 and a half, you both out. How about 1450, 15, now 15, now half. How about half? 15 and a half, 16, now half. How about half? This is 60, 17, you're gonna go 17, 16 and a half. How about 17? You're gonna go 17, and I silver pen. For 1650, number 181. Here, here comes Honda up here, guys. Pay attention. No motor. Okay? You have to go downhill. Otherwise, you have to push it. Okay? No motor in that car. All right, here we go. Go about 1,000. Go about 1,000 to go. 1,000 to go. I got 3 and a quarter, 3 and a half. I got 350, 75 over, $400 here for. How about 4? We're going to get 400 and a quarter here, the quarter from the say. How about 4 and a quarter here, 25, we're going to go 25, silver tank. 400, I don't want to see that car next week, okay? So make sure you pick that up, pick it up, get it out of here. Here we go, this number 26, it's an 07. On the net, what do? Give me 800. I got 3 and a quarter. I'm a quarter, 25. I got 25, 50, 75, 105, 500. I'm about trying to remember, go 5, and a quarter, and a half, 550. I'm about 50, 550. I'm a quarter, 5 and a half guys. I'm about 550, 70, 600, you're going to be 6, how do you say? I'm about 6 and a quarter, and a half, 75. How about 75? We're on site, 6 and a half. 6, 75, 75, and no 7, 6, 75. 7, not 40. How about 40 here, you need a quarter, what do you say? How about 7 and a quarter, here, you sold it. 700, number 6 is higher. 7, 3,000, see, huh? All right, good title card, guys. A quarter half. I got a half, 350, take a quarter. How about 350, 50, 50, here, something, 20, 25, number 6 is Meyer, number 28, 125. Even rounds, 100, straight runs, I'm saying. So how about 5 bucks? I got 3 and a quarter, you're right. How about 3 and a quarter, take a quarter, half. I got a half, now 75, I'm gonna go 75, now a quarter, and a quarter, he's in the quarter, 4 and a quarter, 4 and a half, and now 75. And 75, and 500 and a quarter, 25, and a quarter on line, now half, now 75, About 75 on site, 5.5, 575 over here, and 6, now 40, and then 40, and a half, 650. About 650, 50 now, 75, 675, 675, 675. Now 6, and a quarter, and a quarter, and a half. About 7.5, 75, 75. 75, 75, 75, now 8, now a quarter, and a quarter, he didn't share, 8, 8 and a quarter. 8.25, we're gonna go 8.25, and we're gonna have, we have that 50.75. How about 75? How about 8.75? 8.75. 8.75, 8.75, we have it, a quarter, 1.25, you get it? A quarter and a half, how about 9.5, and a quarter here. I mean, that 50, my 50, my 50, 50, 50, and I sort of came up here. For 9.25, 9.25, and then I do the P number, let's see, number there. 154, come on up, my friend. 154 is there, here's number 29, 5. Let's see here. Okay, here's the 04 BMW X5, guys, hold on a minute. Straight around, give me 1,000. How about 1,000 to go? 5 to go. Who wants on it? How about 500 bucks? He said 3, 4, 4.5 pounds. 10 pounds, we're gonna go 5 solar, 10, 4, 50, number 6, here. Here's number 30, gotta wake up, the office tonight, okay? 20, 21, we're gonna do the other card. All right, now, 4.5 oh, for the nice stuff. Hey, you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How about 7, 8, 8 here, 9 down here, $1,000 here, 11, 12. How about 12 here? I got 11 already, I need 12. How about 12? 12, give me half, another half, and 12, and a half, 13, and a half, and 14, and a half, 15, 15, and a half, 15 and a half. Keep this one. 15 and a half online, 16, 16 and a half, onside is 16. How about 16, 50 there, 17, and 50, and the 50, and the 50, and the 50, 18, 18, no, 18, 50, 19, 19, no, how about half, he's 19 over here. How about 19, then we go 50, 50, and the 50, and the 50, now, 2 grand, no, half. How about half, I have 2,000 on site. How about you come with 15, there you go 50, 50, 15, 1, here, 21. How about 21, 18 first, come back in, 20, 50, 21, no soda tank. For 2050, online, okay? All right, here's where you want to try 2,000 on each other, okay? Okay? All right, here we go. See who got 1,000. I got time to go, time to go. We're gonna go 5 on that Monday, I got 3 in the 4. I got 4 in the 5. We're gonna go 5, 5, 5, 4.5. That's 5, and a half. And a half here, 5 and a half here, 5 and a half here, quarter here. How about quarter? I got 5 right here. We got 5.75. Let's see the better. Now 6. How about 6? How about 6? 1 quarter half. How about half? 6 and a quarter. 6 and a half, you're all up. How about 6 and a half, no 75, we're gonna go 675, 675. Hey, 675, 675, we sold a tank. That's 650 on line, right? Then we go up to 32, here's a 5. Hey, yes. Then we define, here we go, 400, then it's, we be about 100 here, 9 bucks, 5 bucks. I got 3, 3 to go to 3.5. I got 315, gonna go 50, 50, 50, and 75, gonna go 75, go $100, not for it. How about 40 and a half, 50, 75, 100, not 5, 40, 75 here, need 5, and the 40, and a half, and a half. I got 5 and a half, 150, gonna go 50, 50, and 50, and now 75, 6. How about 600, how about 6, 8, who's first, your turn. How about 600, 600, a quarter, 625, 600, 6 and a quarter, now half. How about 650, gonna go 50, 50, 6 and a half, 6 and a quarter, 6 and a half. How about 650, silver thing, 625, number 6 is 33, and over 21. Mercedes C300, mama, hold on, man, straight mom, what do you say? I got down to go where? 1,011. I'm a brother, give me 1,100, I got you 1,000, no 11. I got 1,000 right here, 11. I'm a brother, give you half, now 11, now half. How about half? I got 11 up here, 11.50. And the 50, how about quarter, 11 a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter down here, and I have, so the third front row. Eddie, 1100, which is one of we, they see my 34. I got time to go, time to go. Go get $500, five, five and a quarter, five and a half, 75. Each five and a half, 575, now six, 600 and a quarter. And that will be 115, we're gonna go 50, 50, and 75, we're gonna go 75, 7. But 77 and a quarter, seven's over here, a half here, 75. How about 75, 775, I'm gonna go 75. How about 75, 7.5, 75, then I sold it, 750, number 8 is higher, here's car, 35, so right, 400 minutes, we got it on here. He said, where you start, 3 and a quarter. I got 3 and a quarter. I'm at 3 and a quarter, no higher, 50, 50, gonna go 50 here, what do you say, you're out 3.5? I got 350, 50, 50, 75, I'm over 400. I'm at 4, 3, 75, 400, down here, gonna go 4, we're gonna go 400, 400, so the 10. 3, 75, number 6 is, 76 car, 20, 3. Right, 400 minutes, take it around, who brought it down with that? I got 5, 4, then 5, I got 5, no 6, now 7. I would say, no 8, no 9, no 1,000, no 11, no 12, 13, 14. About 14, 15, we're gonna go 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, so yes, 19. About 19 is both off. About 19, 19, give me half, 18 right here, 18, have a 50, 50, 18, have a 50, 19, 19, you woke up, 18 and a half, 19, now half, and a half, and a half, 2 grand, and now a half. How about a half? What's the easy one? How about 50, 50, gonna go 50, 50, 2,000 here, 50, 50, can't take quarters, I don't have time. And 50, 50, somebody else, 2050, no one. And 100, yes, sir, 20 and a half. I got 21 right there in line, 21 and a half. How about 21 and a half, 21 and a half, 21 and a half, 22, and a half, and a half, see? 22 and a half, 23. I'm at 23, like a 23, he's 22 and a half. Come on, buddy, 23, your turn. 23, finish your turn, not half, and a half, not four. I'm at 24, don't sit down yet, 27, 28, that's it, don't sit down yet, 24. 24 and 9, so that's 23, 50, 191, 191. All right, here we go, guys. Here comes, on the back, around here, one more time to go, you want 5? I got 3, 3, 4, 3 and a half. I got 3 and a half, 350, 350, not 75, not 4. That 4 is between 175, 500, I got 5 and a half, 75, 6. How about 6? How about 6? Now a quarter. How about quarter? Hey, you didn't say it. How about 6 and a half? 675. How about 675? We're gonna go 675. We're gonna go 675. So the 10. 6 and a half on. I mean, here's something that we made. Here's another 5. Okay, make your stuff. I'm just saying, I'm gonna do 3 over. I'm a trade a quarter, trade a quarter, and a quarter, and a half, quarter, 350. I'm a 315, gonna go 50, 50, 75, not 4, not quarter, not half, and 75. And 5, and a quarter, and a half. And now 75, and 6. How about 6? 600, you're gonna go 6, 570, on 7. How about 600, you're gonna go 600, 600, and I have sold the time right there, probably on, sold. At 575, 575. Number 151 is somebody. On that forward, okay? 2 figure around here, sign title down, take it again, anybody have there. 800, it's a 375, take 4. How about 4, give it a 4, not 4 and a half, and 75 and a half, and 500, not 4 and a half, and 75. And 600. How about 6 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter, 6 and a half. How about a half, 650, on mine, 75, and a 7, and a quarter. How about 17, 7 and a quarter. How about 7 and a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter here, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter, and a quarter here, and a quarter half, and a half, 75, yes sir. How about 75, 7 and a half right there, straight away, 775. 75 on mine, 800, and you move off, eats on site, now a quarter, and a quarter, he said the D, 825, 825, what do you say? How about 825, 825, and I have overpay. 800 number, 800 number, number. He said it was 78, 78, roll 3, 10 to bill. Right for the whole minute, when you do get it, I got 3, 3 and a half, now 75. How about 75? 84, 10 and a quarter. 10 and a quarter, 33, one side of 4, do the quarter, 40 and a half, and then 75. How about 475, 500, and a quarter, 25, 40 here, 40 here, half here, now 75. How about 75, now 6, 600, and a quarter, 625. How about 625 and a half, and a 75, we're gonna go 675. How about 75, we're gonna go 75, 75, 675, 700, and a quarter. How about 7 guys? How about 7 and a quarter, and a quarter here, 7 and a quarter, and a quarter down here, 9, 7, 700, come on, number 4, here's 1, 96, right? 100, here, he said, bring up again, I will pay, the quarter, he said, half. Another half, take a quarter, half, 75, and 4. How about 400, we're gonna go 400, number here, now, quarter down, half, 75. How about 75, now 5, 500, and a quarter, 5 here, and a quarter, and on site, 5 and a quarter. How about 5 and a half, 50, charge, and we have 75. Now 6. How about 6? I got we got 6 and a quarter. And a quarter, 6 up here, 6 and a quarter, guys. How about 6 and a quarter will be, you're off. How about 650, 650, and we sold it at 625 on mine. Right, next car is 142, we're gonna want on the quarter. And on the end, how about 3 and a quarter, and a quarter here, 3 here, quarter. The quarter, 3 here, 3 and a quarter, now, 15, then go 50, 50, 50, so how about 50, 50, are you ready? Now 75, and 4, and 4, not quarter, 425, 4 is here, 4 is there, halfway. How about 450, then go 50 down, 75, how about 500 numbers on site, 475 to 5. How about 500 numbers, 500 now, 40, here, 40 now, half, and now it's 75. 575? How about 75? 5 here, 575. How about 75? 75? 75, 6? How about 6 right here? 575, need 6, that goes off. How about 600 here, you're gonna go 600, 600, 600, 600 here, we sold it, kind of that. For 575, and you remember 181, 81, 1, 12, and on the 8 run says, long run says, right to right, 4 on the manage, 30 on the key charge, stops. How about 9 to go? 5 to go on that one. How about 5 bucks? Speed, 9, 8.5, 9, 1.5, and 1,000. And 1,000, and a half, and 11, and a half, and 12, and a half. How about 12 and a half, 12 here, and a quarter, one side at 12, 12 and a half, quarter. How about 12 and a quarter, quarter, and a half, on the line, 12 and a quarter, 12 and a half. How about 50, 50, we're gonna go 50, 50, sold it, on line, 12, 25, on line, 20, you find it. Right, so I'm on the minutes, they're gonna here, so somebody give me. He said, take it up over here in the 3 and a quarter. I got 3 and a quarter, and a quarter here, a quarter and a half, here, 15, now he's ready. 3.5, I got 3.25, 3.5, 75. 4, now 40, 1.5, 1.5, then 75, then 5, then 5, money 6, 475, 5, now 40, 1.5. How about 5.5, now 75, so it's 100. How about 6.5, he's 6, what do you say? How about 600, 600, 600, 600, 0, so okay, 4, 5, 75, on 90, 445. Here's an old 6, here's 7, so low. There it is, go from my ranch, you're gonna run, and you, time to go, you gotta go 5, you know 5? How about 5 down the prayer, he said down 4.25, half, 4.15, that's 75, not quarter. And that will be where you have 75, or 75, I weigh 5.5. 75, 6, and that will be and a half. And a half, 75, 7, not quarter, not half. And 75, 75, money's over here, 7.5. How about 775, there 75, now E, not quarter, E25, on side E. How about an E25, E25 and a half, that's 75, and 9, and a quarter, and a half, that's 75. How about 175, 175, 9.5 here, 75, 1,000, and a quarter, and a quarter, and a half, down to 50, 10 and a quarter here. How about a half, down to 50, now 75, and 11, 1,100. How about 11, not quarter, 11, 25, 11 a quarter. How about 11 a quarter here, 11 and a half here, now 75. How about 75, 11 and a half over here on site. 11.75, 275, third, 75? 12, not quarter? I got 12 here, 12 and a quarter. Give me quarter. 12 and a quarter, no? So, that's how we go. So, that's 500, right here we go. 35. That's the check, okay, 1,500 now. So we had the bench, they go behind here, somebody would be behind here, $100. That's a big one. He said 3 and a quarter. How about 3.5, 375, 75, we're gonna go 375. How about 375, 400, and a quarter, and a quarter, 4 0, you get over, no, 450. And a 50, 75, we're gonna go 75, 475, and a 500. How about $5 now, quarter, 3.5, 75. And now 600, he said, 575, 6 and a quarter, and a half. How about 650, 6 and a quarter, 6 and a half. How about 650, 50, you're gonna go 50, 50, 50, something, for 625, and 6, 57, 91, 87, yes, sir. Let's see what this one here is. Here's okay, fine. There you go, I got 13, 75, 14, 12 and a half, and 75, 13 and a half, he's in a half here now, 16 and a half, one side is 16, 16 and a half, 16 and a half, 17, 17, get a yes? Okay? 17 and a half, 18, 18 and a half, one side is 18, 18 and a half, 19. How about 19 and a half? How about 19 and a half? 19 and a half, 19 and a half, right? How about half? Now 2, 2, right? And now half, I got 2 and a half, now 1, 21 and a half. How about 21 and a half? 21 and a half, 2, we're gonna go 2, now a half. How about 22 and a half? And now 3, we're gonna go 3, 23, now half. How about 23 and a half? And now 4, 24, 24, now half, now 5 and a half. All right, 25 here, 25 and a half. 26, 26, now a half. How about a half? And now 7. How about 27? And a half. How about a half? 27 and a half. What do you say? How about 27 and a half? 28 off. Now half. Now 9. How about 9? 29, 28 and a half. 29, guys. How about 29? Now half. 29, 50. And that's 50. We're going to go 50, 55, guys. Now 23 right. How about 3? We're going to go 3 rings. We're going to go 3 rings, and 1. How about 31, 2? We're going to go 2, 32, 171, 32. How about 32? We're going to go 2, we're going to go 3, we're going to go 3, 34, 34. How about 34? I think I should sit down. These guys are pretty much these. 33, 34, 5, 6. How about 37, 35, 36? What do you say? I'm a 36, now 7, 700, you're gonna go 7, 37 here, what do you say? How much 37, and sort of thing. I have 3,600 on my line, put that number 48 is in the box, so it's a fire. That's a good thing. And now, keep going on. How about we're gonna close in half? How about 350? You gonna go 50? How about 350, 50, we're gonna hang down, 75. How about 375? We're gonna go 70, 70, 70, 75, here, we sort of thing. At 3.5, I remember 7, and they go, we not long, change, you know, 3, 4 months. Then they, what are you gonna do here, guys? How much? 2 grand? I got 2 to go. 5, 5.5, 6. How about 6? No half. How about a half? These are 6, 6.5. What do you say? How about 650, 50, 50, something like that? How about 650, 50, 50, 50, 50, sort of thing? 600. Guess what I said? Yeah. Number 8 is number 50. Here's number 24. Here's number 5. All right, this is shit. See, it's what you get. And you don't get much. That's fine. To record. To record. To record, here we saw, 10, 40, 200 on, right here. If you want, it's a 14. That's a tier of Prius car, right? That's fine. That's 400, different title here now. So we can move on to 10. I found to go here, 5, 3, 4, 4, 75, 4. And I told you that I had a 50, 75, and a 5, and a quarter. And I had a 75, I'm gonna go 75, 6, 800. And I told her that I had a 75, and 700. And I told her that I had a 75, 8, and I told her that 25. They told me that I had a 75, 900. I'm at 9, now I told her that I had a 75. About 75, I want to go here, my father, my father. About 20, I think I have, I want to 50, I gotta go 50, 75, 1100, my father. About 40, then the 40, then the 40, then the 100, 50. And the 50, 50, 11, 40, 11, 50, you go 50, 50, and now I do. And I have here sort of thing, 11, 25, 11 feet wide, right here, number 52, 11, I told you that in 52, 2015, I'm another car. 1,500. Total 15, 2,000. 2,000. How much time to go? How much over there? 5? 6, 7. I got 7, now 8. How much 8? He said, TV. I got 8. No, no, he's 9, here, 9. And 1,000, and 11, here, 1 here. How about 12? Give it a 12, 13, 13. How about 13? Give me half then. I got 12 right here, 12 and a half. How about 12, 75? Okay, fine. Now 13. And a quarter. And a quarter. And a quarter half. Okay, now the 50. And a 50, 50. I'm going to go 50, 50, 50, 50. I'm going to go 50. Yes, sir. 13 quarters, 13 and a half. So 10. 1325 on the side, on the side. Number guys, huh? Hey guys, what's number you want?
Number guy.
I'm going to charge you an extra $100. You see, 171 divided, that'll be plus 100, okay? All right, here we go, here's number 53. There it is, it comes to 2019. And 2019 Chevy Camaro car. All right, check out running that is checking around here, somebody give me 5%. How about 13, 14, 15, 15, and 16, and a half, 16 and a half, 17, 18, 19, 2 grand, 21, 2. How about 22? Gonna get 2, 1 and a half, now 2, now half. Each 22, 22 and a half, now 3. How about 3? 1 minus 22 and a half, 23, right here, now half. And now 4, and now half, 24 and a half, now 5, now half. How about a half, 25 and a half, that's 30, now 6, now half. How about a half? There you go, 26 and a half, 27, now half. How about a half, 27 and a half. Yes, sir. How about 28? 27 and a half, 800 now, huh? How about 28, 50, 28 here, 28, 50, and half. Down line. How about 29 now, huh? And 3 grand, now 1, 31, 31, 32, 32, 34. Look at your phone, look at me. 32, 33, 34, 45. 35, that's even better, 36, 37. How about 37, 36 over here? I'm at 37, you're gonna go 7 here, you're off. I'm at 37, you're gonna go 7 here, something over there. For 3,600, we're gonna number 4 is small. Here's number 4, so something wrong. Let's see, guys. I use someone to give me time to shine. I'm a time to go here, time to go, here, go, 500. I'm a 5, I'm a 5, I'm gonna do it 5, 6, 7, 8, 7.5, that's even better, now 8, now half, I'm at a half, quarter, a quarter is now a half, he's in the quarter, 3.5, a half, 75, he's 75, 875, now 9, now 40, now 45, now half, I'm at a half, now you're here, 1.5, I'm at a half, that's 75, you go to the start, 875, 1,000, I'm 1,000. And I found a total now, quarter, 10 and a quarter, 10 and 2, 10 and a quarter, guys. That's 40, 1,050. And then 75, right here, now 1100. I'm 11, and a quarter, 25, 11 here, 11 quarter, now a half, and 75. About 75, 75. And 12. 12, good looks, not 12. Outside of 12, 12 and a quarter, each of the best of 12 and a quarter, 12 and a half, 75. 13, and now, 13 up here, 13 and a quarter, 13 and a half, 13 and a half, that's a pig, just like an old lady, just shit, 13 and a half, 13, 50, now 75, here, now 75, we got 75, 14, about 14, 13, 75, 14, 14, not quarter, and that quarter, give me a quarter, now a half, 14, 15, we're gonna go 50, 50, 14, quarter. About 14, how about 15, gonna go 50, 50, 50, 50, yeah, that's all, okay. 14, 25, on 9, you got. 55, here's the one, 55. That's 4.5, right, so you're going on here, so you're gonna move on 9. 3.25. How about 3.25 and a quarter, here, 3.25, I have 3.25, now, 75. How about 75, now 4, now 4, now 75. How about 75, I can do my 5, and a quarter, right on the 5, 5 is I'm up on the quarter, I'm up on the quarter, you get quarter, now I have, I'm 15, you're gonna go 50, 55, 50, what do you say? I have 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half, I'm gonna go home, do your summer thing. Now, I'm gonna put it on, you're going to 56, only 4, see? And it's 50. Right, on the right, so you're on here, what do you say? Huh?
My God, you got
Oh, come on.
I know, you're like, shut up.
I got 3 and a quarter.
3.5?
You're lucky I like you guys. I got 3 and a quarter, 3.5. 75, 4. I have 4 and a quarter. I have 4 here, 4 here, 4.5, 4, 75. Now 5. And a quarter, 3 and a quarter, now half. Give me half. That's 75. And now 6. Now a quarter. I didn't get 6 up here. 6 and a quarter, 6 and a half. I got a half. 6 and a quarter on side, 6 and a quarter. Half here, and then 70 plus 7, 700. How about 7? We're gonna go 7, we're gonna go 7. 6, 75, 7. He said 7 and a quarter. A quarter, now half, 7.5, 75. How about 75? Hey, return. 775, 7.5 over here. 75 on mine, now 8 on side, not quarter. That quarter, he's over here, about a quarter, not high, 350, 75. 875, 8.5 here, 875. 875, 9, not quarter, 925, you take back that 9. How about 9 and a quarter, 925, we're gonna go 925, 925 and a half, 975. And 75,000, and I'm a quarter, here, 10 and a quarter. I'm a quarter, give me quarter, what do you say, 10 and a quarter. I'm a quarter, 10 and a quarter, now half, I also 50, I also 50 here, 75. How about 75, give me 75. How about 75, 75, okay, now 11, not quarter, on side 11, 11 and a quarter. I'm 11 and a quarter, come on guys, I do it anymore, believe it or not. 11 and a quarter, 11 and a half. 11 and a half, 11 and a quarter, 11 and a half, 75. How about 75, 11, 75, 12, big one. How about 12, okay, we're talking about in 12, so yes, not quarter, and a quarter, each 12, on site, 12 and a quarter, 12 and a half. 12 and a half, 12 and a quarter, 12 and a half. How about 50, we're gonna go 50, 50, 50, no, somebody run high into 12, 25, you got it. Right, here comes number 57, here we go with, number 4. All right, it runs. Hey, this one runs. It runs. Okay, 4 more. Then, straight over, right, good title card, guys, in the 800. I got 4, 4 half. I got a 50, 50, and this is the time we're gonna go 475. I have no problem. Then over here, we need a quarter, and then now 150, and 75, 6, now 40. And a quarter, and a half, and a jump, and 75. But 75, we're gonna go 75, one side, 6.5, 75, 7. How about 7? Numbers over here, 6, 7, 7. How about 7? We're gonna go 7, we're gonna go 7, we're gonna go 7, 7 here, nice, so in the back. For 675, 675, and we shall have over here, 155, 155. There you go, number 58. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, there we go. Hey, we got the 24. So here we go. All right, guys, hey, guess what? We got another one. Big run. Shoot, check it out. There it is. Wanna know how to manage the run? I'll tell you what, it sounds great, guys. Give me about how much? 8, 6, 7. Now 8. I got a half. Now 8. Then we're gonna have here 50, 50, 50, 900, 875. 9, not 40. A quarter, 9 times 9, 9 quarter, 9.5. 9.5, 975. 75, hey, we got 975,000. Not one. Every other time, it's like 20, so you gotta get 1,000 here, 10 and a quarter, and a quarter, and a half. 1,050, 1,050, no 75. How about 1,075, we go 75, 75, 10 and a half, 75. How about 75, 75, we have sold. At 1,050, 1,000. It's a good one. As you know, 48. Okay, thank you very much. I need to come on up. There we go. We're calling up the Ultima Cup. All right, I'm saying there it is. That sounds pretty good. Thousand. I got down to go 11 and a pound here, 11 and a pound and a half. How much over a half? 12, 13 and a half. 14. And 14 and a half. She says, yes, okay, now 15, 15, now half, and a half, I got 15 over there, 15 and a half on mine, 16 and a half, and a half, I got 16 on here, 16 and a half, 16 and a half, no, 17, 17, what do we know? Oh, no. 17, no, you sure? Okay, so 16 and a half, 16 and a half, no. Okay, guys, what's your number there? Which number you want? Let's see what you got. 198, okay, number 198, wow, there we go, thank you very much. All right, guys, make sure you pay your bills, get your cards out of the yard. All right, we'll see you all next Thursday, we'll do this all over again, okay? Thank you very much.